it goes.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, I'm Savannah. Welcome to
Start over, please.
Hi, I'm Savannah, a freshman broadcast journalism major from Plainfield, New Jersey, and welcome to SavannahLeighTV.
And I am Morgan Miller, a freshman accounting major from Plainfield, New Jersey. And yeah, welcome to SavannahLeighTV.
Well, this video is about questions that freshmen have about college, HBCUs, or Howard in general. So the first question is the ratio really hard to deal with as a female?
No!
Why not?
No, there's like tons of relationships, like freshman relationships, and they're really cute sometimes, and sometimes I'm bitter, but it's cool. Like, do what you want to do. If you find somebody that you vibe with, then go ahead.
It's not let it rock. You cannot force it. Because if they don't want to be in a relationship, they're going to go behind your back.
That's any relationship. Like, don't listen to these, like, Howard, like, hashtags, like, waste her time, waste his time, like, Howard, bleep, ain't bleep. Like, it's whatever. It really is whatever. There are nice people out there. Like, just don't play yourself, and that's that.
You're just meeting so many different people. Friend groups overlap. All of the cute guys are friends, and you cannot date everybody in a friend group. It can happen. Just don't force it. So the next question is, are the math teachers as difficult to understand as everyone is saying? I cannot speak on this because I have not yet taken a math course at Howard.
Okay, well, I placed into applied calculus.
You smart. You loyal.
Yeah, so I took applied calculus and I had McNeil, and he does not have an accent. It's kind of the whole math department in general. Sometimes you have no idea what they're saying, but there are other resources. Like, you can get tutors, other people to help you out, study groups. Like, if you fail math, genuinely, like, it could be because of your teacher, but it could also be because you don't apply yourself. Like, there's Khan Academy, there's videos online. Like, if you go to class, are you really paying attention? Even if your teacher was talking, are you really paying attention?
Are there other scholarships other than freshman scholarships that Howard gives? Yes. Yeah, there are. Because there's a lot of people who come their freshman year not on scholarship, and then they maintain a certain GPA, and then their sophomore year they get a scholarship. I don't know what they're like, but I know that you can look on the website for that. And then we also have like ROTC scholarships, and you can start ROTC after your freshman year. So there's other scholarships you can get from Howard, and
there's like certain scholarships within the certain schools. I'm pretty sure, like 96% sure. But like, so you just have to apply for those later on. So if you don't get a scholarship your freshman year, that's not the end of the world. There's still outside scholarships too, and there are scholarships here.
The next question is, do you get along with your whole class? I do not know my whole class.
Yeah, I thought the question was roommate.
No, your class.
Yeah, I surely don't know my whole class. But for the most part, like, you walk around and you see like a lot of different groups of people, but they're all having fun. Like, even if you don't, like, I thought Howard was big. Like, when people said they were going to schools with like 12,000 people, I was like, oh my God, like, how are you doing that? But once you get here, you realize how small it is. Like, you keep seeing the same people over and over again.
There's not people here that I don't like.
I mean, there are fights though, so I mean, I guess the class doesn't get along.
I guess some people do fight. We haven't been in those fights, so.
Yeah, but don't fight though, because you will surely get moved to a different dorm. So.
Okay, so the next question is, what do you, or would you say to all the people who say you shouldn't go to an HBCU because the blah, blah, blah? It's your decision. If you want to go to one, go to one. Like, other cultures study their heritage, and we don't. Like, I came from a Jewish town, and they had Hebrew school. And, like, my Catholic friends had CCD, and, like, nobody looks at them weird. So, if you want to go to HBCU to learn about yourself, go to an HBCU to learn about yourself. Like, of course, Howard is not Harvard. We don't have Harvard money. We don't have Harvard resources. But we have people who care about you here. Like, your professors want to see you do good. Like, you're not a number. I don't even think HBCUs are that big for you to be a number. Like, they know your name.
I feel like when people ask me that question so many times, and I think that they forget that there are PWIs, like, it's not
predominantly white institutions.
Okay, good. I learned what that stood for like a couple months ago. Either way, it's like you always constantly get asked that question. You have to keep explaining yourself, and you should never have to explain yourself. Like, I went to one school and I toured there, and she was talking to somebody before me for like 15 minutes. And then when I got to her, I asked her a question, and she told me to Google it. Like, I didn't really answer the question, but like this is one thing I said, and the person just didn't respond after that. But my teacher in high school she just kept saying, "Why do you want to go there?" First off, she told me to go to Morehouse.
That's all bullets. She meant spelling.
Anyway, she said, why? She just kept asking, "Why do you want to go to an HBCU? Like, why?" And then I kept telling her, like, "I don't know. I just want to go." And then eventually, I was just like, I don't want to go to a school, like a predominantly white school, for the same reason why you wouldn't want to go to Howard.
So the next question is, how do I get a host for ASD?
DM me.
You can only have 2.
MorganB22 on Twitter or MorganN22 on Instagram.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, I broke my nail.
Well, visitation rules. So you have to put in a thing like 2 weeks. It's like a form. You put it in 2 weeks in advance, and you fill it out and say that somebody's coming to stay with you overnight. So ASD is just one day, but there's like a weekend full of events.
Festivities.
Yeah, you find somebody. There's like group meets. There's like a HU19, HU20 group meet. Like, you just gotta find around, ask people to add you to the group meet if you're not already in it. We're both in it, so
start by just going on Twitter and looking at the hashtag HU20 or HU19,
and then you just keep asking, like, is anybody trying to host? Is anybody trying to host?
And use the tag. I heard that it was best to pay my enrollment fee after ASD, but I want to secure my space. There were people who paid like the day they got in, and people who paid a couple weeks after. But we were told by students of HU18 that they actually cut the price in half for your enrollment. So I think it was like $300, and then it was $150 on Accepted Students Day. So while everybody was like in the auditorium for one of the orientations, my dad ran across the street to financial aid and paid ours. So we paid $300 between the two of us. And
we're sisters, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't figured that out by now.
Well, that's another video for another day, but we're not twins. No. Which dorm is better for girls? Yikes.
JK. It's there's a lot of rivalry, I guess, with like CHN.
It's all up though. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's just like you just gotta say like, oh, I don't like quad, but like honestly, I've never even been in there.
Like, one of my best friends is in quad. Quad, I think, is a little more friendly because it's just because of their overall like ambiance. Like, their doors can stay open, so it could just be like open and communal and like popping in and out of each other's rooms. Our doors don't do that. You put your chair in front, it'll push your chair out. Like, they said no new friends. So in CHN, you kind of made your friends on GroupMe before you got here.
Oh, also, CHN is it's really like, I kind of wish that I should have stayed in quad, like, but only because I'm not as social. So like, I don't like being by myself, but I'm not the type of person that's like, oh my god, hi, like, my name is Morgan, like whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to say like hi to you. Like, if I walk past you, I'll say hi, but like, I'm not gonna be like knocking on your door like, yeah, so I live in
CHN just kind of, yeah, like CHN just kind of feels like a hotel. It's not.
Yeah, it's literally a hotel.
So the next question is, what happens at ASD? Okay, so during the day, I think it starts at like 8 a.m. You get your basic orientations on financial aid, on housing, maybe about picking classes, like little stuff. I think there's a party in Blackburn, or at least there was when we went, where it's like a meet and greet social.
There's like a DJ.
Everything at Howard has a DJ.
Yeah. And it was hot. Everything at Howard
everything is hot. So you go up there, that's when you finally put like names to faces. But then after that, you can go back to your host room, and y'all are gonna get ready to go out for, I think that's the same time as Latex, which is the Louisiana Texas Club.
The Magnum Experience.
They throw a big party collectively at like a club in DC, and it's like your first taste of like a real Howard party with like all your friends. There will be another video on how to get dressed for one because it is stressful if it's your first time going out. Oh God, I stressed. But so there'll be another video coming on how to get dressed for one. And then after that, you'll come back to your room at probably 2 or 3, or probably closer to 3. You'll go to the food truck. Beautiful. It's called Diversified Food. And then go hang out in the valley with your class until Lord knows when. Come back to your host room, knock out, go to sleep, get up in the morning, and hopefully there will be a darty for you guys, like if the weather is nice.
Yeah, there will be darty.
Day party, darty. So just make sure if you're coming from far away that you have a place to sleep. Stay on your host. And make sure you and your host are on the same page about them hosting you, because if that paperwork's not filled in 2 weeks in advance, you are not staying.
Visitation is not a game.
Not a game.
Not a game.
they don't care. And so the last question is, were you nervous about attending an HBCU?
Yes. I was like very nervous. I was nervous because I grew up in a predominantly white town, so like that's not about to be the same like at all. So I was like, wow, this is like gonna be a big change. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. But like what it comes down to is you branding yourself, because now you're not gonna be just another black kid. Like you're not gonna be, oh, she's the black kid, you know, the black girl, the new black girl, like blah 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 blah. Like that's everybody. It's like you're not gonna be the only person feeling that way. Like there's no reason to be nervous that you're gonna be around black people. Like there's like you don't have to act black or do any stuff like that.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. Like everybody here is just being themselves, so you do the same thing. Be a better you.
You're gonna
Yay!
No!
You're gonna experience that.
Stop! These fire drills are so annoying.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yes. So come to Howard. This is the #1 reason.
Shower caps, throws a high flat iron in their leaves. For what? We're snowed in. Snowed in.
This is a blizzard.
Blizzard, y'all. Look, y'all. It is snowing outside.
Let's go build snowman.
Snow.